This is the police. And you got to remember, a crocodile found in an inner city river is a big news item to put on the Golden Bird. Farmer claims government poisoned harvest. And the fact, Freeburg's #1 paper says, projectionist accidentally plays porn at last picture show. Well, I hope to God Mr. Herman was not in there, because he would be arrested for something that he really didn't need to be arrested for. I'm too tired. I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes, you can go home. I needed you, Forbes. I needed you. Alright, let's start the day. We've listened to 1 and 2. Let's go to number 3. Blues for Mr. T. Bob Barnard and Len Barnard. This looks like a very violent CD or tape or thing that you hit play. Why is he recording over them? Looks like he's recording over them. From City Hall, for several years we have constantly been pestered by the LGB organization with its constant whining about gay rights. Recently, things have been relatively quiet, but last week 3 high school teachers were fired under laws banning the promotion of homosexuality among adolescents. These teachers spread LGB brochures among our school children, teaching them tolerance. We dismissed them fairly and according to the law, but activists are gathered outside the school, rioting in protest. The children aren't there to learn about men kissing and all the rest of their circus. The participants need to be taught a lesson, so they'll think twice next time they climb out of their holes. Okay. Do I have to send somebody? Man. Let's take everything on this one. Alright. I didn't ask for a weekly salary, did I? Received the week salary of your dead employees. Share 50% with my staff. Oh man. You have to send 4 officers SWAT and a paddy wagon. 150 gays and lesbians have gathered at the school demanding we talk with the administration. The headmaster refused to open a dialogue and locked himself in the office. Well, I've already learned my lesson about not using violence. So let's send all we've got and proceed. Martin Stett. Jack, the teachers were actually fired according to local laws. Barbaric as it is, however, the protesters have a right to assemble and express themselves as long as no one is in danger. I have a couple of ideas about how you can cover yourself if things go sideways. Evidence against Janice Grant. We could forge an official recording of police chatter where one of the officers involved is suppressing the protest talks about his hatred of gays while discussing news about the teachers who were fired. He'll say, even better if we stick them all in the gas chamber. So this is Grant. Grant is not a he, so we will assume something otherwise. We forged a letter complete with the church seal, listing secrets that you supposedly shared in the confessional a few years ago. We'll redact it so the prosecutor won't get any compromising information. And we'll add a postscript in which the bishop allegedly requires you to punish the sodomites, threatening otherwise to disclose your list of sins. Man, I need $500,000. I'm not doing so well. Let's do evidence against the church. Yes, let's buy it. Let's see what happens here. The labor market. Let's see, I need somebody for B. Let's see, what can I hire? 360. Jonathan Gillette. Let's see. Let's add this person to B. And we're gonna have to use violence against. Oh, threatening phone call. Almost dropped my beer. Suburb. Ola Paget said this is the second time a man called her on the phone and threatened her, saying he's gonna feed lead to her whole family. Heard some men laughing in the background, talking about how they can't wait to finally try out their new machine guns on live targets, said Miss Paget. Quite a well-known political activist in Freeburg, so the threats could be related to my work. Well, I don't have the SWAT team to send. Well, it's It's only a phone call, right? Send 2 first. Ah, alright, fine. Will they take 3? They'll take 3. They'll take 3. Is the SWAT team where they're supposed to be? Can't tell. I got 2 out. Is that where the school is? Suppress the protest by force. Yes. Just as the mayor would have asked. But I've covered my butt this time. So everybody loves me. Alright, let's send 2 more. Even though it was a phone call and there's nobody there to actually complain. Alright, somebody come back. Come back, come back, come back. Alright. Russell Sliffer is enraged at the presence of prostitutes along a road on the outskirts of the city. Apparently there are a dozen prostitutes lined up and they're practically throwing themselves at the passing vehicles. Some are exposing their breasts and asses in an attempt to attract customers. Get over here right away and deal with this shamelessness. Ah. Okay. Let them have some fun. Ugh. Let's close this off. Let's see what this one's about. Schoolgirl Kathleen Campos said that her friend Stacy Penn gave their teacher a greeting card decorated with a heart, and the teacher made an obscene joke and told her to come to his office after school. I pretended that I was leaving, but then I went back to listen at the door. The frightened girl continued. First they were talking quietly, but then there was commotion and screaming and crying. Well then. That's not good. That's not good. Can I send somebody else to this one? Can I send the SWAT team to that one?
417.
Let's see. Can we send the paddy wagon? Will they come? Will they come if I send the paddy wagon? Will they go? Nope. That's alright. We didn't need to deal with that shamelessness. Officer dead. Which one was that? Automatic weapons. Proceed, bring to the police station. More officers will die if I bring things to the police station. Nobody died. It was a victimless crime, the Nookie. Very victimless. Through the glass doors you can see a male figure trying to climb on top of a struggling woman. He's thrown onto a couch. The schoolgirl is crying loudly. Knock loudly on the door and order the man to open it. Get the school's principal. Knock on the door. Knock on the door. If you stay calm. So I just read the book Blink by Malcolm Gladwell. And I would highly recommend any books by Malcolm Gladwell. Honestly, that guy is a freaking genius. That guy is a freaking genius. Highly recommend it. Wait, which one is that? Hysterical young person is just called in shouting, "Good God! The prophecy has come to pass! Dozens of zombies are roaming the park, just like from the movies! Oh my God, vampires! Freeburg is doomed! Send in the National Guard!" Alrighty then. We'll send 2 just to see what's going on. Really? Send the SWAT team? Really? Fine. Don't need the SWAT team. Let's send Lakewood. Let's send Lakewood. Investigations. Where was that one? Which one was being gangs? Who is investigating this one? Can't tell who's investigating it, can I? Receiving stolen property. So let's see who's doing that one. This person is receiving stolen property. He's got all my best. Well, actually he doesn't, but he's got the best he's gonna get for now. Since I just spent $25,000 on making sure my butt is covered. The man was frightened by a horror film festival. That's what I thought. That's why I only sent 2. That's why I only sent 2. and the lights flicker, as is tradition. Bum ba dum bum. Bum ba da da da. Residential area. Mr. Cosme complains that her neighbors are arguing very intensely. They're a young, hot-headed couple, and it sounds like they're about to come to blows. Alright, let's send 2. Will they take 2? They will take 2. They will. And they'll ask for more if they need more. What happened here? City prosecutors have reason to believe that you seriously exceeded your judicial powers during today's protest. We're calling you in for an official questioning. Interesting. A woman says that she was out for an evening jog and she noticed a black guy in a hood following behind her. I was able to get away from him, but I'm afraid this bastard is still lurking in the park waiting for one of the other girls. One of the other girls. Let's send Lakewood. So it's a good thing I used. So as long as I don't use violence, the mayor's office won't be mad at me. But oh, no one was crawling. The man was working out to a loud TV. The woman was making a salad, cut her finger rather badly, and was running to a neighbor's to call an ambulance. Her husband was only trying to stop the bleeding with a towel.
410A in progress.
Hurry, there's some guys here who caught a transvestite and decided they'd work him over. They stripped off the guy's tights and they're acting like they're going to lynch him with them. They say they're going to hang him over the bar. Probably should have sent more to that one. The man in question was a medical student, also runs at night. Yep. It's a good thing we didn't send a bunch. Didn't need to send a bunch. We got what we needed. So anyway, Malcolm Gladwell. Any of his books are fantastic, but basically it talks about how the fight or flight response turns off your... Ugh. Really? Really? Okay, fine. We'll just put everybody where we think they should go. I haven't even read that one yet, but let's go back to it here in a second. You got 3 new frames. Okay, we can now... Drug sales. Club patrons found a man lying unconscious in the bathroom due to an apparent drug overdose. Jim Bates, bartender, saw a little fella in a white jacket. He ordered the cherry juice, drank at the bar, and then went to the bathroom with some bearded guy. I thought they were just up for a little tickle. You see a lot of that these days. But when the other folks found the bearded guy with his nose in the toilet, I knew the guy in the jacket was up to no good. A little fella in a white jacket. The man suffered a heart attack brought on by cocaine use. He lost consciousness, fell down, and hit his head. The man was rushed to intensive care. His condition is serious but stable. One of the booths had a broken toilet, and on the floor beneath was an empty cocaine bag sitting in a pool of blood. So he hasn't died yet. T. Gillen, bum. I saw a kid in a silly white jacket running out of the club. Ran like the devils were after him. Wish I had some of whatever he was on. Jennifer Gross, club patron. I was doing my eyes at the bathroom mirror when I heard a terrible roar on the other side of the wall. Me and my friend went to see what was happening and found a drug addict lying on the floor. Of course we called an ambulance, but it might be better if he didn't make it. These smelly druggies only stink up the air of our beautiful planet. So we send this guy, send this guy, send this guy, this guy. So let's put him here. That's right. We did it. Attempted murder. Works at the funeral home. Bruna Savini dedicates most of his time to his studies. Let's send 2 here and see what happens. we send 2 here. We have to wait. We have to wait. Can I try to get another one? Nope. They won't let me send somebody else. So I have to wait 2 days. If that's the wrong one, I have to wait. Drug sales, skip, wrong place, of course.
410A complete.
Attempted murder. Offender escaped. I sent everybody. Oh my god. All those police officers. And I could have sent the SWAT. Could have done it. Let us declare her dead. End of the day. I wish I could now declare other people dead. Police brutality dispersed peaceful LGB protest. Mayor Rogers displeased with police department. Mayor Rogers, I will bring order to the police station. Mayor, police brutally dispersed peaceful. Okay. Okay, well, we'll see you guys on the next one. I forgot to pause it. Oh well, we're gonna have to watch this.
All the information about Laura, just like you asked.
Mr. Boyd, keep your voice down. Someone could be listening.
Oh, I'm sorry, Emma. It's my first time doing something like this. Here's the envelope. Everything's in there.
Fine. Mr. Boyd, please write for Mr. Fry on this envelope and drop it in the mailbox across the street.
Why
What?
can't she do that?
I don't want this handled like it's some kind of game.
Mr. Boyd, those are the rules. Now please, lower your voice.
Fine.
Why can't she do
Okay,
it?
Emma. I'll put this envelope in the mailbox across the street, just like you said.
He's trying to get caught.
Wonder how that damn Mr. Fry is going to get an envelope out of the mailbox.
Talking to yourself, Mr. Boyd? And we thought we'd have to catch you at the police station. But it turns out Jack Boyd has come down to meet us personally. Do you know why we're here, Mr. Boyd?
Did you know why we're here?
I don't even know who you are.
My name is Eugene Chaffee. I'm
Chaffee.
a businessman. Rather, a restaurateur. Although I usually tell everyone I'm a businessman. Which sounds better? Businessman or restaurateur?
Oh, I think I've heard of you. You have a restaurant and a slaughterhouse. And you serve refried veal steaks.
Well, refried veal steaks isn't my only business, but perhaps it's what I'm best known for. I thought it was time we meet Mr. Boyd, and my friend here. I believe you're already acquainted. His name is Troy Starr.
Have we met?
Never heard of him. So what do you want, Mr. Chaffee? Looking for a spokesman for your beef products? I recently changed my image and my hair.
Eugene and I really want to help you, Mr. Boyd. Although after our phone call, I've had my doubts. I was making love to my wife, and you called me and told me to fuck myself. That kind of behavior is rude and inappropriate, Mr. Boyd.
I didn't mean to offend you, Mr. Starr. Just thumbing my nose at that prick mayor of ours. You keep making love to your wife, or did I ruin the mood?
His
There's
girlfriend.
a nice cafe around the corner. Spare us a couple of minutes of your time, Mr. Boyd. Lately, I've been so busy that I rarely get to sit and relax in such a nice place, and with such interesting company.
Get to the point, Mr. Chaffee. I'm busy too. In fact, I think I hear some teenagers next door robbing and raping an old woman. Maybe she's your aunt.
You see, Mr. Boyd.
Good morning. What do you want?
A big mug of beer.
You don't
We don't
serve beer.
big mugs of beer.
Then a small mug of beer.
We don't have beer in any size glasses. This is a family restaurant. Moms and dads come with small children. I can bring you a lollipop to suck on.
There you
Monica,
go.
Where's your famous charm? Bring the gentleman a beer. I'm sure you've got a bottle under the counter. Check between the dead cats and the dried heads of your ex-boyfriends. This man, by the way, is your police chief.
Don't be silly. The police chief has a bald spot the size of a toilet seat.
So, as I were...
This is important.
Oh,
Only
I'm
the
sorry,
police has
Eugene.
it.
It's Rogers. Probably forgot how to wipe his ass.
When you're 82, Troy, you'll probably forget you need to wipe your ass at all. But very well, run along. We can continue without you.
We don't need you, Mayor's little plaything.
So, Mr. Boyd, as you may already know, the official job of my old friend Mr. Starr is to cause trouble for you. But believe me, it's not out of malice. it's to maintain his cover at City Hall. But to somewhat balance out this trouble, I've decided to help you out. Every day, pay close attention to your morning newspaper, Mr. Boyd.
Good to know.
You'll find messages hidden among the pages. Simple notes, but make no mistake, the information you'll find there is extremely useful. You see, Troy Star isn't my only spy.
Ooh, he's like Valeris.
That's it, Mr. Boyd. I told you it would only take a couple of minutes. I wouldn't want to disturb you while you're enjoying your drink.
But I enjoy
Can
my
you
drinks
touch
while we're
my
talking.
dear little cupcake?
Ooh.
Oh, yes. I'm quite good at puns.
That's Robespierre.
Never imagined what meeting Robespierre would be like. But I certainly didn't figure the first thing he'd do was buy me a drink. Getting them to serve a beer at a family cafe? And this Robespierre has some strange superpowers. Strange, but not entirely useless.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Well. No. No. You cannot take the day off. Start the dang day. Let's do this one. Fire in the brain. Bob Bernard and Friends. See, this button right there used to be the record button, for the most part. Chief, we've heard enough about you during church service. What? Holy crap. Grant, I could have come after you, but I didn't. But I didn't.
9/11
Don't forget to prepare for the upcoming meeting with the prosecutors. 1 day's left. How do I prepare? How do I prepare? The elderly security guard at Robert Childress saw 6 people break through a hole in the fence around the construction yard, climb onto the site, and start filling up the cart with bricks. At first, the guard was only worried about the stolen building materials, but when the thieves started climbing to the more dangerous construction areas, he began to fear for their lives. These idiots are going to get themselves killed. We've got to hurry. How come I can't send the paddy wagon? Can't just send the squad. Can't just send 2. The young man who has just been robbed called in a report. He came through the gate with a knife and demanded my wallet. I tried to run, but he caught me and pushed me to the ground. In addition to the wallet, he took my watch, shoes, and even my belt. My mother gave that to me. I can't tell who quit. So I got 3 on one and 2 on another, eh? 1, 2. Ooh, let's see if I need any more. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I do need one for number B. Let's see. Shift B. Then I got 1 more for Shift A. And 1 more for Shift B. We are all done here, kiddos. One of the suspects was running around and almost fell down an elevator shaft. He's standing right next to the ledge, and there's terror in his eyes. Easy, kid, it's a long way down. Ooh, push the suspect until the elevator shaft. Let's help him out. That's right. Eleanor Compton went to wash her hands before eating, but wandered into the cafe's kitchen by mistake. I looked around and saw several bags of white powder. I know cocaine a mile away. I watch TV. Let's send the SWAT team. The SWAT team could use our help, or the police could use the SWAT team's help. Mr. Boyd, you don't know me, and I suppose that's just as well. As for what I do, you probably wouldn't approve, so I won't trouble you with any unnecessary details and get straight to the point. For one very specific, let's call it an operation. I need 3 dead police officers, 1 female and 2 male. Race and gender do not matter. I'll return in a couple of days to collect the bodies. We wouldn't want them to start decomposing. What? So I gotta kill 3 police officers. I don't know how to do this, and I don't know who this is. I don't know how to even ask. I don't even know what it's asking me for, honestly. This could go badly. Mr. Compton saw several transparent bags packed with ordinary salt and mistook the contents for cocaine. Let's send 2 of our best. Nope. Nope. I want to catch them. A man just called in. His voice was high-pitched and he sounded hysterical. Hello, police? Oh, wait, let's get back into character. Hello, police! Some kind of beast broke into my apartment and it's running all over everywhere. God, 1 bite from this thing and I'm dead. Hurry! Hurry! Oh no! We got a beast. A beast, I tell you. Oh, we can send the SWAT now. Let's send our 2 best. And without a lead detective, there's a lower chance of success. Yes, that's why I sent my best. Everyday mall. Yes, mole. Mole. Only send 2 people after a suspect with the SWAT team. Animal assault. A large wasp got into the man's house. That's funny. Wait, why are these guys purple? Why are they purple?
11 in progress.
Cynthia Jason filed a complaint against workmen at her building. It appears he's been very vulgar and follows her around. I've never seen such a horrible jerk. Punish him. Well, A jerk face is not... Alright. Alright. I was able to arrest everyone I needed to. Investigation has started. Jack, you got into our business when you opened an investigation regarding double homicide. It would be better for us both. The whole thing is settled by $15.49. Hopefully $3,000 will cover your expenses. What are you talking about? Alright. Let us send... I'll just put everyone we can on this here case. What was it? 1639? According to an anonymous source, a house registered to Ernest Franklin is being used to produce and store large quantities of drugs. Mr. Franklin has a record a mile long, including illegal weapons and drug charges. The last time we had him in here, he just opened a fire on some teenagers for climbing into his yard to retrieve a baseball. Well, let's send what we got. Oh, forgot about this. I need 4 police today. It's a very important day for my daughter. She's getting married, and I want everything to be perfect. I'm a very powerful businessman. We're talking the kind of success you can't get without making enemies, so no surprises today. I could do without any trouble. I will send as many as I can. Maintenance worker Billy Sue, whose behavior Cynthia Jackson complained about, had only whistled as the girl passed by. But we've got enough time, I think, to send at least 4 to the country house. Hopefully, let's see. Yes, we need 4. We don't need a paddy wagon. Oh, I should have waited. I knew something big was going to happen. Really? Refuse. Come on now. Come on now. Officer found a ficus at the crime scene. What do you want them to do with it? Bring to the police station? Because who cares? Why? What are we gonna do with a sold ficus? A ficus was sold today. Jack, protection. Jack, we're gonna have a party, and we want to trust you with the protection. Let my guys relax and have some drinks, and tell your men to keep their hands off the butts of their guns. Sorry, buddy. You should have told me ahead of time. I'd gladly send you somebody in another hour. Robert Devlin, boss, everything went perfectly. We started off serious, all business, but then the pretty girls all wanted to be photographed with us. We ended up eating cake with the newlyweds. It was a great day, and they... Thank you, Mr. Boyd. Take. Let's see. A passerby saw two strange men across the street smashing the shop window with the Miss Sofa's furniture store. Windows of the Miss Sofa furniture store. Then they disappeared inside. And the woman called in speaking in awestruck praise. I hear from my wall, the trumpeting of angels. Oh, the Lord comes. Behold his glory. The television was right. Let us send the paddy wagon. Why not? Alright, never mind. Who cares, right? Let's see if we can get another one to go in. Nothing was even going on, and you're gonna be upset at me.
14 in progress.
Alright, come on now.
10 complete.
Couldn't get there in time. It was interpreting angels appearing out of nowhere as the music school student in the next apartment rehearsing for the tuba. Good. The nightclub bouncer says they've detained a weird guy who took off his clothes and started molesting girls on the dance floor. Come pick this idiot up and haul him off. You're right. We should send Gillette. Who's a drunk? Who's drunk? Oh.
Looks like we have a situation
A man and a woman are struggling to carry a luxurious couch through the broken window and into their van. Help them load it up. Drop the furniture right there and put your hands on the head. Help them load it up. That's right. Let me help you with that. Hey, let me help you with that, and then let me, how come? That means there's nothing left to report, huh? That means I just gotta... It's the third time. I'm just not doing this in the right order. Okay. Simon Gordon owns a garage that serves the headquarters for the Wheels of the Empire biker gang. He always wears white sneakers. We don't care about this guy. After the robbery, Anton truck brought the loot to the garage. He was alone, carrying a large bag. Let's take this one out. Let's do this one. No? No, let's try that. That's what we were missing. So we got the white sneakers. Let's try that. No? Jewels. I got the jewels. What am I missing? What does this have to do with anything? Alright, fine. Fine. It's almost the end of the day anyway. I don't care. Somebody's gonna get away. I just don't know it yet. And it's the end of the day, and sea lock layer is in my way. Offender caught. The beer did not matter. It's the end of the day. Hip hip hooray. And we got another checkpoint. So I accidentally did 2 days at one time. I hope you forgive me. We're not going to read these papers right now because now there's important information hidden in them. I just have to know I have to read the clues and all that. So we will see you on the next one. Keep moving forward.